Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the American, the UCONN Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Connecticut's offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Gain of 1. First down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's McDonald. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
At the 33. Third down coming.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. UConn quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The Falcons offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the...
There he goes! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To throw, it's Tollefson. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
UCONN has it teed up to start this second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. Toss to the outside. Creates a little room. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. All defense so far. Nobody giving an inch. And how long has it been since you've seen a scoreless game through 3 periods? This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. The give to the fullback.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The option look. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game, but instead you turn it over, and there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Good enough for a first down.
Dropping back, it's McDonald. Fires to the big fella. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Timeout, Air Force.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. The play action fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Curry. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19. And the Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Run it with the fullback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. He'll pull it on the read. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. Passing on the field goal, and they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking to pass, it's Tollefson. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Flips it out on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Here's a heat. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.